No noise. No warning. Just the perfect shot at the perfect moment. This is stealth airsoft gameplay. There's a lot to know about this playstyle, along with plenty of potential mistakes that easily can give away your position to your opponents. In the following minutes, you can watch my squad and me put our stealth airsoft tactics into action. You'll see what worked really well for us, and where's still room for improvement. Have fun watching. The following gameplay sequences were filmed on a private airsoft field close to the German-Dutch border. We are playing in a squad of 3. My longtime team member Danzig, myself and Marvin, who joined us that day for the first time and probably will be part of Team Deathmatch more often in the future. While the actual objective of the game was to secure some kind of a nuclear transport box, our approach for that day was to search for the less crowded paths, stay hidden in the vegetation, and cut the opponent's reinforcements without being seen. All events of the following minutes take place in this section of the field. During fall or winter time, it's not that easy to stay hidden and adjust to your surrounding colors here. But in early summer, as it is now, with the right choice of camo patterns, it becomes very hard to identify us. While Danzig is using a mix of various colors based on Pencott Green Zone, my setup mainly consists of cat pad and olive components. Combined with our ghillie or viper hoods, I think we did a quite good job of blending in with the environment, while still being agile and not as much restricted as by a full-body ghillie set. When Marvin and Danzig slowly move forward close to the road, I decide to take a different route towards the little pond, where I hope to find an additional angle for possible opponent engagements coming soon. There's no need to rush here. The round has just begun, and we know opponents sooner or later would come this way, as it is one of the 3 main routes towards the objective. Danzig has spotted the first opponent. See how slowly he moves for aiming? Avoiding fast movements is absolute key for not getting seen in your hiding spot. Fast movements are a lot easier to notice. We want to mimic trees and bushes. Have you ever seen them moving rapidly? Probably not, so also try to act like being one. In the meantime, I noticed a second opponent right over there on the road, but I do not know if it's the one Danzig just shot, so I ask him via PMR radio.
Nine.
Target identified. All clear to take him out.
Geile Ansage, danke.
The same hit from Danzig's perspective.
Weiter durch, rote Brille.
You hear this beeping noise? If your camera or AEG replica produces such sounds, it can get really tricky not to get noticed by your opponents. I noticed a 4th opponent is trying to surround us on the other side of the road. Time to get low and tell the others we have to clear the other side as well.
Ist vorgerückt, ist hinter meiner Position.
You see, Marvin's multicam black gear makes a stronger contrast compared to the green environment. But after all, his careful movements also kept him alive so far. So camo alone will not rescue you from getting seen, that's for sure. I make 2 mistakes at the same time here. First, my way through the bushes is a lot too harsh. If an opponent would have looked in my direction that moment, he most likely would have seen me. Second, I'm not even shooting an opponent here, because I'm mistaking the poppy's red blossom for a red team armband. Always take your time. Sometimes seconds like this can decide about hit or getting hit yourself.
Bist du nach vorne und ich mache hinter.
Danzig proposes to swap the roles here. While he's covering our back now, I assist Marvin with crossing the road and hunting down those additional opponents.
Entschuldigung, war vielleicht ein bisschen nah.
Even colorful death wax can be hard to see in the dense vegetation sometimes, which this situation shows quite well. But no problem. All players are relaxed and no one got hurt. Nice fair play, guys. To sum it up, in this situation, we won a 3 against 4 encounter without any losses, mainly by good communications, camo and careful movements, at least most of the time.
Also gefühlt müssten das alle gewesen sein. Da sind ja 3 Stück noch.
Our next move will be to approach towards the hill in the center of the field. It's one of the key positions to watch opponents' movements, but most likely Team Red will also try to get there. Once again, you see the difference between summer and winter season here. When all the trees are green, it has a huge impact on shooting distances and the chances for a possible ambush. This brings me to the next point. Marvin, Danzig and I all use very quiet HPA replicas as our primaries. Compared to AEG or gas blowback systems, this makes it almost impossible to locate our position only from the sound signature. If you want to improve your stealth gameplay, a quiet replica combined with a proper suppressor can make a huge difference. In some cases, you will have to decide between staying in cover and wait or to leave and rush forward to get an even better position. This is where a well-coordinated squad brings you a huge advantage. While Danzig and Marvin begin to climb the hill, I stay in the bushes behind them for a few moments in case some opponents attack from behind or we need further support. As we expected, the hill already is occupied by the red players.
Einer hier oben.
Areas
Am
like
Hang, wo wir
those,
hochgegangen
with
sind.
limited cover options and vegetation to hide, makes even the best camouflage obsolete. Marvin and Danzig have to rely on their firepower to win this encounter, while Danzig is reporting to me as well via radio.
Ja.
Links auch noch einer.
Hit.
Marvin is down. Time for me to support the 2 mates on the hill.
Noch einer hier oben, Rummbolt. Hinten, rechts irgendwo.
Luckily, I meet some other blue players downside. So, with their support, we are able to turn the outnumbered situation into the opposite and claim the hill for ourselves.
Hit! Wie oft Video?
Ein taktisches Element, sagen Sie.
Ja, eine Plage, sage ich.
Die Check.
Das kam von unten.
Okay.
Again, there is a weird beeping noise. This time it is Danzig's action cam. If we learned one thing that day, it definitely was to correct this setting before we go playing in such a scenario again. Down the hill, on the other side, I get aware of more opponent movement. After a quick discussion, we think it's best to leave the hill and find another way to surround the opponents, as we want to avoid further frontal
Rechts eher
encounters.
weniger frontal.
Although it may sound a little stupid, it sometimes happened to me I actually lost orientation on larger fields, especially in woodland territory. In those cases, radio communications with your squad and remarkable landmarks, for example this wind power generator, can help to find your way again. Don't be afraid to choose paths that actually are no paths. It will enable you to surprise your opponents, because they never will expect you would be coming from that certain angle. In this case, our timing obviously was kinda bad.
Die Straße
We
bleibt
found a
liegen.
good spot for an ambush with perfect view on the road coming from the opponent's spawn, but all we see is opponents that are already hit. Don't make the mistake to ignore guys with a deathwhack passing by. Just stay in cover as you would if you saw active opponent players. Once this guy respawns, he will remember your position and tell his friends, so all your good hiding work would be for nothing. That extra mile through the field's outer areas in the end brought us back to the central hill, but with all opponents gone for the moment. This gave us enough time to climb the hill again and prepare for the perfect ambush. The feeling when you see a group of opponents coming towards you, having no clue you're just waiting for them, it's absolutely priceless.
Ja.
Now, I'm actually curious what you guys think about this kind of playstyle. I'm quite sure a certain group of airsofters may consider to call it inactive or even camping, because they prefer action and pushing a lot more. But others, however, maybe enjoy this more slow-paced and tactical approach, and also could make use of the tips I gave here. Whatever your opinion is, I'd be glad if you shared it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, there's a lot more Airsoft content on my channel. Feel free to check it out. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.